Sphera will be a fun, challenging and rewarding puzzle game. The player will take control of a spherical avatar and make their way through a variety of 3D levels, solving puzzles and overcoming obstacles along the way. They will be taken on a unique visual journey, experiencing a variety of nostalgic and iconic periods of time and culture.
Sphera's game world is uniquely influenced by iconic periods of time. For this concept demo, we have used Unity to create a basic gameplay video illustrating our idea. There will be a variety of levels in-game representing different eras, but for this demo we are showcasing multiple eras in a single stage. The default sphere can't interact with this puzzle due to its material. Theoretically, it is too heavy to be lifted by the fans. However, in-game, the player will encounter material change stations which will allow them to swap the default material to one more suitable for the puzzle, in this case, something lighter. Likewise, the default sphere can't break through the wall. Something heavier, such as a rock material, would need to be used.
And now we enter the 80s concept stage. Within the game, the player may encounter areas that are out of reach to the default sphere, such as these toolboxes. The default sphere material won't allow it to jump high enough to progress. Applying a rubber material from a material change station would enable the player to bounce high enough to reach the new area. The same applies for this puzzle. The player could swap to a metallic material which will allow them to interact with the magnetic boxes. This means they can drag the box from this side of the wall and hit the button, granting access through the door.
As you saw from the demo, the default sphere could not overcome the obstacles it encountered. One of Sphera's core mechanics is the ability to unlock and apply a variety of materials to the default sphere, enabling the player to interact with the environment in new ways. Throughout the levels, players will often encounter paths that can only be taken once a specific material is unlocked and used, giving the player the ability to progress. Materials will play a large part in the puzzle-solving aspects of the game. Each material in-game will come with its own set of advantages and disadvantages. This means that even though the material can assist the player in reaching new areas within the game, there will always be a unique element that can be fatal to the sphere. For example, a glass sphere can reflect lasers to hit targets, but due to its delicate nature, will be more fragile, meaning that the player must move with greater caution. Sphera takes inspiration from compelling periods of time and relishes in nostalgia. Aesthetically, the game's environments will reflect the art, culture and history of the eras. Focusing on the 70s and 80s for research, we created artwork to assist the design of Sphera. Here are some examples of our ideas and works in progress. In terms of audio design, we intend to create diegetic sounds for in-game aspects such as sphere materials and environmental noise. Non-diegetic sound, such as the soundtrack, will be outsourced. Focusing on specific eras, the aesthetics of Sphera take visual influences from art during iconic periods of history. Additionally, our sphere material concept plays a large part in overcoming obstacles and completing puzzles during gameplay.